Okay.
So what do you want to know?
Good. Good. Well, let's hope
Well, I've worked
you're
on and off
comfortable
freelance
with
with Merchant Ivory Productions for about 10 years. I mean, I started my career in the film business working with them on the Bostonians. In fact, I met them when they were here shooting Heat and Dust. And then in between that, I've worked on other productions and then come back to work for them in a freelance way and kind of worked my way up in the industry, working with them, starting off as a production assistant, and then now I'm production manager here. And I work as assistant director with Jim on his films. I worked on Howard's End and Remains the Day. So I'm quite kind of conversant with the way that Ismail works and the way he likes to do things and so on.
How would you describe his style of working?
His style of working, he's very energetic. He doesn't believe that anything is impossible. He always thinks that you can make something happen, and when other people tell him that it can't be done, he doesn't believe them and he just goes straight ahead and does it, which is great, you know. He's got an extremely positive attitude to things, and in that way he does make things happen. I mean, over the years he's made films that probably other people wouldn't have dared to make or wouldn't have taken the risk to make, and he's been proved right, he's been proved successful, you know. He's got 9 Oscar nominations, and there you are. It's often difficult because he is very demanding, and as I say, sometimes, you know, I find myself thinking, well, we can't really do that, well, that's not possible, or you can't do it like that, but normally he makes it work and he's right.
Happened in the Howard's End, do you remember any incident where he was...
Well, any particular incident?
Really pushed you to the wall?
No, not really. In Howard's End, it's hard to think of anything like that. I mean, because on the whole, no. God, on the spot like this, I can't remember anything. Suddenly the mind goes blank. No, I mean, you know, this film has been very well organised. He's now reached the stage where a lot of people want to work with him, and a lot of good people want to work with him. And I mean, I remember in the days of Heat and Dust, there was one day when I turned up on the set and half of the unit went to one location and the other half of the unit went to another location. And they all sat there for 2 hours and then they all crossed over, and the whole crew didn't meet up until lunchtime. But nothing like that has happened on this film. I mean, he's really got some excellent people here. He's got people working as third assistant directors who normally direct. Kishore, the prop man, has produced his own television series, and they come back here because they believe in what Ismail does and they love to work for him. And they believe that he can produce and provide, you know, make it work.
Now that you've got big stars working for him, does it mean more pressure on you?
Well, not really, because he's always had big stars, and in fact there was more pressure in the old days because there was never the money basically the money to provide any comfort or facilities for the stars. Whereas the big thing that's changed recently is he's got a little bit more money, and one's able to provide, you know, when we work in England we have a make-up bus and a few caravans. I think nothing very luxurious, still not by Hollywood standards, but it certainly has improved over the years.